Good morning, everybody. It's coffee time with Coach John. We are in the building. We are in the building ready for this day, man. I hope y'all had a peaceful sleep last night. Hope that you woke up well, you had your coffee, your tea, your breakfast, whatever you needed. I hope that you had it last night. Um, uh, I'm just trying to get this day started. I'm just trying to get this day to be as amazing as it can be. And I hope y'all ready for it. I'm here for it. I'm here for it all. It is still, what's that? One Mag Steva. I like that title. I like that. Um, it is coffee time with Coach Jah. We in the building, ready to set this day off, man. I hope y'all ready to get in here and post your vibe. I did another update on my computer. I'm not going to miss those anymore. I'm not missing those anymore. I did another update, so I'm on Big Blur. Is that what it is? A Big Blur Bub or whatever it is. I'm on that, and so hopefully we won't have the problems that we had last time. That's all I'm hoping for. That we don't have the problems that I had last time, because last time was not good for me. Last time was not good for me. It's okay. We're gonna time is right, but I had to get my computer cleaned, and I lost so much stuff. So much stuff was lost once I got my computer cleaned, and wasn't the happiest about it. Just was happy that my computer was fixed. The worst thing I think was for me was that I lost 70 something poems that I had on my computer. And I saved a lot of stuff, but I think what happened was I ended up not saving. I didn't save what I needed to be saved. I saved some stuff that was important to me that I had to have, but I think what I did was I forgot to save the stuff that was in my document, not my documents. So if you in your iPad, any kind of Mac, I believe all of them have the notes column, the notes app, and in my notes I forgot to clean them out, and because I did not save the notes, I lost everything that was in the notes. So I actually saved everything else but the notes. Everything else I needed, I saved. Now, another thing about that is a lot of stuff that I saved, because it was apps that worked on different programming systems, I can't use them they won't run on these systems. So for my Final Cut, I can't use a couple of things that I just cannot use because it's not supported by those programmings. But nonetheless, my computer's working properly, and here we are with it. This is what it is. So I'm just happy to have a computer working properly. And so, good morning to you.
Good morning.
How are you, love?
I'm up.
You up? Well, that's part of it, right? Being
Mm-hmm.
up. Yeah, yeah. I'm up too. Blood Brother Mike is in the building. Prada, what's good? I'm sending Prada the link because Prada's always on with me. She comes on every morning. I slept last night good until my daughter decides she wants to wake up at about 4 something this morning.
But of course, because the goddesses are up at that time of the morning.
And I'm saying, like, you ain't picked this time of morning to cast any spells in quite some time, young lady. What's so special about this morning?
Yeah, she got to commune with the universe. It's all right. But let her be.
I did. She was able to finally get some sleep. And I went to see if she's still sleeping now. So, I mean, she's going to wake up yelling and screaming for a bottle. Or some ninny, whichever one works. I don't know which one it's going to be.
As she should, because if she woke up and asked you politely, it would freak you out. So, she got to do what she's supposed to do.
Sometimes I might want that politely to come out, but that I'm sure right now that would scare the crap out of me.
Pardon me, can I have a little boob, please?
Can I have a little Grey Poupon? So, yeah.
No, Mama, go that way.
Thank you to everybody who came to the workshop I did yesterday for Earth Day. It was exciting. It was really good. I love to see people's response after the workshop. After they was like, I would have never thought about this. I would have never wrote this or never done that. That's very exciting and rewarding and refreshing for me. So thank you all who come out for that. And I don't know, my next workshop, well, I'm doing an open mic. I'm hosting an open mic through the Guerrilla Poets tonight. from 6 to 7. From 6 to 7. Parada. I said Murata. Prada is going to be there with me as well. And if it goes a little longer, normally she'll step in if she doesn't have something to do. She'll step in and let it go on a little longer. But come on through. We'll be there today at 6 o'clock. And then I have my other Zoom that I'll be on, which I'm excited about. Yeah, I just have tons to do, and I love this month, and I always ask for a lot to happen this month, and a lot happens, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, I need a break. And so vacation is coming. I just don't know if it's going to be in June or if it's going to be in May, but a vacation is coming. I'm preparing for that. And yeah, I don't know what happened to Insa. I think she kind of left out for a minute. So, but well, oh, there she is. I thought you lost you.
No, I'm just stuffing my face. I'm eating, so it's like, I don't want to eat and be on while you're talking. So
yeah, I don't eat food when I'm on, but I eat. Like right now, I got these peanut butter thingies just because, in case I need something.
Yeah, see, I'm doing tomatoes and avocado toast.
Oh yeah, that sounds really good. That sounds really good. That makes me jealous because I don't have that right now. I did not know I would love avocado as much as I do, but I do.
Right.
And you can put it on anything, man. You can put avocado on anything, and it just goes right. I had a turkey and cheese sandwich toasted with some avocado on it. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, you can make it like mayonnaise. You can do it like salads. Yeah, I'm with it.
Yeah. I read a recipe where they put it on they just put it on top of rice. No, they put cucumber on top of their rice. And which
on
was
rice?
On top of rice. And they said that it actually hydrates it and it gives you, the cucumber. So I was thinking about avocado, but it wasn't cucumber. I hadn't had it like that, but that's what I heard. I like cucumber. I can eat cucumber with a little salt and pepper and some vinegar and be fine.
Yep. For many years, the oldest girls, that's what they used to do for dessert. And so you got to be careful who you let in your house when you're feeding your kids, because we would do that for them for dessert. And one time their godparents was over, and it's dinner time. They ate with us, so the girls like, oh, can we have dessert? So I cut up the cucumbers and have their little salt and pepper and vinegar, and they're excited about their dessert. So sure, y'all can have that. And the godparents freak out, like, say, that's not dessert. These kids don't get real dessert. Da, da, da. And I'm saying, like, mind y'all business. My babies don't know that dessert is sweet. They don't know. Leave them alone. Cucumbers can definitely be dessert because they be excited about getting their little cucumbers. I wish y'all could see this dog that wants to be, one day I'm just going to let her type because Miss Thing want to be in the mix. Look at her. She just want to be in the mix.
I'm going to tell you what's so funny. So my daughter, Miana's dog, she would actually lay on my computer. Lay right on my laptop. I mean, like, you're not working. I'm laying right here. Funny. I think it's just a little dog. What's up, Kendra?
How are you?
Good. The earrings, I like the earrings.
Thank you. Thank you.
V, what's good?
Hey, how are you? Hey, Lady V.
Hey, Lady V.
How y'all doing?
Good. V, it's funny to see you with that mask on in that picture.
V says she is not catching COVID through the airlines, okay?
Through the air, right. V, you are not going to be here Sunday, correct?
It's a good possibility that I won't be here Sunday.
Got you. Okay, cool.
I'm not going to put it on, but yeah. Because I think I have to check out by like 10, so it might be possible that I would be, but I don't know.
Got you. Well, we'll miss you.
How was the show yesterday? I mean, how was not the show, but the class?
The workshop was great. It was. I had a great time. So the images I used were very, because it was about Earth Day, right? And the images I used were very colorful and told so many different stories. and people actually tapped into, you know how it is. You tap into memories, and they were writing as if they were the six between. I said between the six ages of 6 and 8, and they were writing about daydreaming while they're looking outside of the window. And so, if it was snowing where they were daydreaming about it being sunny. And being in places like Greece and the tropical rainforests in Africa, and vice versa. So if it's sunny where they were at, then they had to write about, you know, being in storms, and had Central Park in New York City full of snow and all those things. And then to hear them talk about, yeah, remember when I was a kid and this and that. And it's just a magic when you see, when you present something and people can actually tap into their time. You send them to a time and they can really, really tap into that. I think there's a magic in that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, somebody need to tap into Mother Nature and tell her that winter is gone. She need to turn it off.
I know.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's 36 degrees here this morning. I was like, what the heck? Like sunny and 36. So yeah, I'm out walking in the sunshine with fur on because it's cold.
Wow.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I don't even know what my today looks like, because this afternoon, this evening, I'll be on Zoom again. But I'm just thinking, I'm just gonna open up my garage and blast music like I normally do. And however it is, that's what it's gonna be for me. I need to make a playlist and all this stuff. So I'm doing that. I got to get ready for tomorrow. So I don't want this cold weather though. Like, I don't do that. 70. Listen, I'm a 75 and better guy. That's it. 75 and better. Under 75, I'm
I'll
questioning
take
my life.
60s, but can we not do 30 in 30 nothing in April?
Exactly, especially in the morning. Yeah, it's like you have to dress one way for
we closer to May, and so
right. I know. I was getting ready to say, when I moved here in March, 18 years ago, we were swimming. We were in the water with the children in March. So I'm over it. It's like, I didn't come down here for this. I came south for the summer and the sunshine.
Yeah, it's like you have to dress one way for morning, and then by afternoon you need to take all them clothes off that you had on the morning time. Like you have to layer, so you can take it off.
Winter is wet. I don't like winter at all.
Me either. It's like, go away. What happened? Oh, April showers bring.
What's that? What they used to say?
Yeah,
right. It's spitting the smoke. It's spitting the snow. That's what's getting ready to happen.
It didn't even rain that much this month.
And I thought that the kids coming, over the winter, that we would have, because everybody is home, and I'm like, okay, Charlotte always gets like one nice good snow for a day and a half. So we got coats, boots, and gloves that I have already put away. That I'm like, wait, let's get them back out, because it's brisk outside.
Yeah. I don't know. I just I just can't freak with this cool weather that's just unpredictable. And I'm glad that I don't easily catch a cold, because I would probably be sick.
No, they were saying, where does
no sickness on nobody.
Right.
Not Ari. What's the other guy? Not Ari, but where does Creative Minds? Where does he live?
Cincinnati.
Ohio.
They got snow yesterday.
Oh, quite a few people got snow within this last few days.
Great. Like he had the toboggan on and everything.
Got snow on 420.
Where?
That's
St. Louis.
St. Louis. Right, St. Louis got snow too. Yeah.
Like that's not even fair to snow in April.
Yeah, I'm not. Listen, I moved to the South, like in so many words. I moved to the South to get away from the snow, to get away from the cold. I wanted some heat in my life. These bones knew they was gonna get old, and I needed some heat. That's why I'm in the South. It's cold, and in the South,
we need to change the subject. We're gonna say we're calling it back. We don't want to call it back. We need it to go away. But y'all ever had like muscle spasms?
Yeah.
What did you say? I didn't understand.
Say again. Y'all said
I
it
need
kind
a
of the
booty
same
massage.
Need a
Don't
what?
we all? Don't
You
we
heard her
all?
right.
You said a
You
booty
ain't never
call.
lie.
A booty massage.
A booty massage. I was like, what?
Don't we all? Okay.
I don't need one.
Girl, you ain't said
Oh,
nothing
it's
but a
just
word.
ladies.
Not with the massage on the. Yeah, when you go to get a massage, they massage the sides.
Right. I didn't say I won't do a full body massage. I said I don't need a booty massage. That's all I'm saying. I don't need
Then that means you haven't had the right booty massage.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. Thank you.
I'm gonna tell you, the last time I went to a masseuse, it's something that she did with my neck that was like life. Like I've never had this thing done to my neck before. And I kind of got a long neck. But the way she worked my neck out, I was like, that was the best thing in the world. I was ready to go to sleep. Unfortunately, that was like the last part of the massage. I was really upset because I wanted to take a nap. Yeah.
See, I have gotten gift cards for masseuses, but I can't do it. I think massages are intimate. So I'm not, I don't want some strange chick rubbing me down, and I don't want some strange man rubbing me down. So I just can't find myself to go to.
You want to sell them? I'll buy
So where
them.
are you from?
I give them away.
Where do you live now?
I'm in Charlotte.
You're in Charlotte. Oh, what? So I haven't been yet. Well, I haven't been. I'm like saying I'm gonna. But there's a lady in Charlotte that's actually very, very good. She's a Black lady and she's awesome. But
yeah, and I've had some good referrals, but I can't muster up the whatever it takes to go and let some stranger rub me down. I just don't have it.
I love it.
Right.
I go.
You don't want them
I go as often as I can.
go.
I gotta go. But listen, there's a guy that's here in Greenville, right? My teenage daughters in there sometimes. They're like, there's a guy.
I wonder why you keep looking around like look and jump on
you. And he is like a nice looking brother, right? So this lady was telling me about him, and she's like, so she goes to him, and I would have to read you the description for this massage, but it's like, yeah, it's almost like, okay, whatever worries you got, like if you dealing with some mental stuff, you going through divorce, separation, you lonely, like anything like that, like come get this massage. I got you.
I heard about those here in Charlotte too. Now I heard about those here in Charlotte.
Kendra, that's the reason why she can't go to no stranger.
And that is probably exactly why, because then I be at the massage parlor every day. They have all my well, I gotta go get my massage. It's massage time. Wednesday at 2:00. No, I be back. I gotta go get the massage. Thursday at 4:00. Yeah, I need the massage.
Is that the one?
I don't know. So I'm scared to go to him.
Is that the one with the video all the women been talking about? Oh, that's two
guys.
That's two guys.
He travels though. That guy, he be having those videos where he get in the goods. He travels. See, I can't do it.
Now the guys, have you seen the guys in Atlanta? Have y'all seen them? Girl, I was like, okay. Like
no, I be watching his videos like, oh my God, what's going down? What's gonna happen?
The guy with the one with the two guys.
Yeah, but sometimes he's by himself. He does all of the plus size girls. Oh, he be having your lotion down. I'm like, what kind of oil is that? I need all of this.
Girl, the way they do that stuff, I'm looking like, how are you even doing that legally? Like that look like it's just a whole lot going on. Like
somebody came with that massage. Somebody came getting that massage.
Oh, about over and over and over.
Okay. If you watch the videos too long, you might find yourself at your own stuff in the way. Like, wait a minute, a little bit.
That whole part.
Funny.
Yeah, I love me a good massage though. Okay, I gotta bring my mind back.
Yeah, get back in place, Kendra. Get back in place.
See, I don't know if I want to feel that way about some stranger, getting in the good spot. Like, and I can't just be like, we not going out tonight. What's for breakfast, Bill? No, I can't do that. So no, I don't know. If I got that in me.
Popping up on their lunch.
Out and be like, so when's the next appointment?
Right.
Let me get to my next appointment.
Did you get possessive? Like, oh, so you gonna massage her too? Like, oh, everybody get a massage? Oh, you just gonna put the oil on everybody? Like, no, I can't. Everybody get it?
You just out here freely massaging every time Dick and Harry.
Right.
Well, that was my thing with the guy here. I was like, when she told me about it, I'm like, oh, so he do, like, you know, they're not like, he doesn't, like, it's not full on intercourse, right? But he does, like, you know.
It's not full on intercourse, you know.
Yeah.
Like, no, you gonna have to buy me dinner or something. I don't know. I can't. I told her, I was like,
how you pass him around like that though? Like, how you be like, oh yeah, go.
That is funny.
I said that don't even. I said I wouldn't want him touching me like that because I know he done touched. I don't know how many other people like that. Like that's.
Well, Lady P, where are you at that you get to be naked? Because I know I got on the sweater dress.
Right, with all this sun.
Right.
I'm at home.
Oh, it's that nice outside? Oh, yeah, South Carolina. Okay.
Oh, you in South Carolina.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because I know it looks nice outside in my backyard, but it's cold. I need a coat.
It just warmed up like about 15 minutes ago.
Okay.
Oh, because if I go in this backyard, I need a triple fat goose on. Like, New Yorkers know what that is. That's what I need.
Yeah, I came out here because it was colder in the house than outside.
Oh, wow.
Don't you hate that?
Yeah, especially downstairs. Downstairs is always like freezing. And you go upstairs and it's hot. Crazy.
Yeah.
So V, what y'all having for breakfast down there? Because you were in your mama house. I know y'all got some breakfast going on this morning. What y'all having for breakfast down there?
You know, my mama worked.
That means she ain't had no breakfast?
Yeah, that means I ain't had no breakfast.
Oh, you didn't get up in time, is what you're saying.
That means she overslept and she didn't cook.
Oh, okay.
She overslept and she didn't cook. But my kids out here having fun. They like it.
I bet they are.
Free in the sun.
Mm-hmm. I love your mom, yo. Your mom's always get it going. She don't play no games. She don't play no games. And what I've learned, if she say something, she's sticking behind what she's saying. That's it. You ain't tearing her away from that.
Period.
How do I change like what camera? Can I do that?
Can you change what? What'd you say, V?
Oh, hold on a minute.
Oh, okay. There they go. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's her dog.
Prada, I didn't even see Prada on there. Hey, Prada.
They're sunbathing. They look so happy.
Kendra, I don't have no real kids. These my kids.
Yeah. I didn't see him. I was like, what's she doing? Look at them out there playing. Good morning, Prada.
Good morning, everybody.
I didn't even see you in that. Normally I hear the sound, the pop sound. You didn't hear it.
Oh, it's okay. I was like, well, maybe he doesn't do it here. Good morning. Cheers, everyone.
Wow, they look so pretty in that sun. Look at them.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And they just peaceful. Because, you know, in Charlotte, they would definitely be on the leash.
I know. They like,
man. I am in heaven. Freedom.
Yeah.
Okay, look, wait a minute. I'm going to read you a portion because I found the massage description. So I'm going to read you a portion of it, okay?
Oh, Lord. Okay, go ahead.
The finesse touch massage combines the art of massage with the science of massage, resembling an elegant dance. This massage is truly one of a kind as a thorough and effective series of techniques blended with delicate and gentle touch, firm strokes, cradled stretches, and most importantly, loving energy. A supreme massage experience that will not only assist you in recovering physically, it will soothe the very depths of your soul.
Oh.
It's Iselin-style muscle work, full body appreciation, and energization. The session is ideal for women experiencing pain or loneliness from divorce, death, abuse, or simply life in general. Your entire body will be adored. Your entire body will be adored and tantalized during your session, as your awakened energy will be used for the higher purpose of emotional healing, spiritual awakening,
magic to me.
and full body
Pictorial
pleasure. I was like,
Listen, the description by itself got me feeling some type of way. Like, ooh,
exactly.
Like, what you
I'm
gonna do?
gonna write a parody poem for this.
Like what?
Yeah.
Say what now? Well, we gonna deep
I
throat
love
that, 'cause that's
massages.
what I
You
heard.
should go get a massage.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
If you've never had a
Like,
butt massage, like a professional butt massage, go get a massage. Butt massages
you
are
have
the
to pray
best.
before you go there. Like, let me pray before I go in that door.
Don't tantalizing my nothing if I can't. I don't want to be tantalized. Did this sent on my way?
And this is the brother right here.
Hey, how do I sign up for one of these so I can make sure that after my massage appointment, I got a DOD appointment?
Yeah.
Look, that's him. Like see the little chocolate thing. That's the brother right there.
Yeah, see, no, I can't play them games. You know, because if you tantalize me on
you got to
anything,
zoom
we go
in
together.
on it so I can see it.
Yeah, you tantalizing anything of mine, we go together. We a couple. Because that's what we do.
We go together.
Right.
Creative exposure. What's up, family?
There's a woman I'd love to go to. Her name is Rochelle Garcia. She's here in Albuquerque. She's a registered shaman. So she does like energy healings and core synchronizations, and she'll open chakras and stuff too. But she also does this incredible deep tissue massage. And I used to be able to go to her much more before COVID. I would try to go at least every year, every 6 months. But a massage gets expensive, but she would open up a lot of areas in my body that had so much tension. I would cry because I was in so much pain, but it released and opened up my body to actually be out of pain afterwards, if that makes sense. A lot of stretching, a lot of healing, the broken bits in my body. And yes, total full nudity, do it, just do it, because she's going to be able to get to places better. First time I ever had my ass run.
I don't know if I wanted to get to the good parts.
You have such big muscles in your butt, right?
I don't know if I want to be tantalized. I don't know.
Yes, but now Kendra's description, I'm like, is this this is for lonely, sad post-divorcees? So it's like a clitoral massage. Like, where are we going with this, right? I'll tell you what needs healing, and if you can fix it.
No, because she was going to say something interject or whatever, but I was like, oh, intercourse, is this what she get? Like, just give me the description. That'll work me over. I just read the description every now and again. I'm feeling away. I start reading the description. That'll be just
there you go. Like, that's all I need.
Right. Just give me what the description
one day I got on there. I was like, okay, I'm gonna make this appointment, and then I got there and I was like, nah.
My beef is why hasn't a woman? We need a woman to put a description like that for the men. That was perfect. I mean, like, wow.
Yes.
Maybe I need to go back into massage.
Whoever wrote that description needs to be on the next erotic poetry show, because just read that.
All they have to do is no.
Tantalizing your effervescence of the membranes of your loneliness. I'm gonna need.
And they better bring their table.
Kendra, I'm gonna need you to put that in the description. Email me or something. I want to see that thing. I gotta read that every now and again.
I want to be by the door on here.
Are top heavy. They fall over quickly and easily. So, you gotta find something a little more sturdy.
Okay, well then I can't go, because the massage tables can't be top heavy and me be top heavy. So yeah, this is not a good look for me at all. Like, okay.
Well, I'm thinking if you're gonna get crazy on.
You said you got on one that failed?
No, I'm saying, like, if we're gonna go there with the erotic stuff, doing it on a massage table might be challenging because they're tall, right? And they're had it on the top, but you can't go bumping up on it because it might go over. So like, never mind.
Reborn is like, I don't know what is going on here.
That would be like, never mind. I can't even explain this, Brenda.
So I was like, what? Well, huh?
It's hot in here. Look, and I got my new shirt on.
Oh my god. Yes! Vince, I need a shirt.
So I gotta hit his inbox. You gotta hit his inbox.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. All right, you guys want to hear a poem for National Poetry Month?
Yes, because it's too hot in here. Everybody's moist now with this massage
Right.
stuff. Yes.
I'll open up.
Oh my god.
Keep with the theme. Just keep with it.
Oh my goodness. Yes, okay. Well, this is slightly erotic, but not real. This is the lovey one, right? This is a new love poem.
So we're just gonna be a little moist from this one. Got it.
Yes, you won't be able to get all the way there with this. But it'll leave you frustrated. All right, this is such a sweet poem. It's titled Wings for Falling. Your voice moves from my ear down my spine, lodges in between my legs, where it plays on purpose until I come to my own rescue. Your voice was the first place I called home. Your smile, the first pillow for my head. Your mouth, the first food for mine. I find myself weaving through the maze of your imagination, making myself visible to your naked anything. Your absence aggravated by a momentary missing of my heart's beat that waits for you. Your shadow follows mine, sense of security in a world that only sees a Black man as dangerous. You are my safe space, and I fell hard. So fucking hard. Though I find myself afraid most days, it is not of you. It is of not having enough of you. Not having enough of myself to offer a swap for salvation, sacrilegious salvation, destination of elemental change at the very fabric of my world. Please change it, crumple it up, rip it up, tear through me all the things I need to be. I never thought I could be. You allow me to believe now I can be. I see the horizon now, my love. Orange California sun, raising raisins, fingertips raisins now in ocean waves, stealthy sandcastles. We build our destiny on the backs of poet-carrying pigeons' wings, and a prayer made for two. My prayers answered, and my wings are you.
Yeah. Wow.
That's beautiful. So sweet.
I never loved
you. I love that.
Oh. There's so much sweetness coming out. It's weird for me to write about love, and even before all the lovey stuff started happening, I wrote this poem, and the beginning is, I'm afraid to be happy because I might never write again.
Wow. Wow.
Most of my life I've lived in fear. Most of my life has been in heartbreak and loss. And so to be in a space where I'm feeling a lot of light and love from somebody is terrifying still. But I write a lot more happy things than I've ever written before. So.
Yeah.
It's a good terrifying.
Oh, I can't wait to be in that space.
You said you can't wait? V says she can't wait to be in that space.
Yeah, I can't wait to be in that space.
I don't know.
It's hard being unnatural for me to write a happy love poem. Like I had to do a poem for my wedding, and I'm like, yo, love ain't something that I do. So just tell me about y'all, and I'll write something for y'all. Ain't gonna be about love ain't something about y'all.
But you do love, because you are love. We are love. So we do.
Well, and when two people
we are love. We are love, but writing about love ain't the same.
Yeah, you just have to dig.
Dig into your
Ain't
well.
that
We're
much
back
digging. I
erotic
don't have
again.
time to dig that much.
See, I need to write from that place to escape the loss and the hurt and the pain. So love is a wonderful place, a wonderful, lovely vacation to be on when you want to delve into how you feel about someone, what feelings you can create inside of someone, and what they can create inside of you, even if you're not getting it. That's
Yeah.
my safe space.
Yeah.
Like I do that for my kids now that I'm a mom. I will write about my children. That's like almost automatic, easy happiness.
Mm-hmm.
And seriously, I believe my youngest daughter, Isabella, she's 6. I think she was my mother in a past life. I think she was my mother because we have this like very interesting soul connection. And she and I have this like love swap, almost like a soulmate feature in our hearts to each other, where she feels she has such an empathetic response with me. And I'm an empath. I feel things incredibly elevated, exponentially bigger, even things I'll see on the media. But yeah, she knows things about me that I don't even tell her. And I'll like lay on her chest. I'll put my head when she's laying down, I'll put my head on her chest and just look up at her, and she'll just like stroke my head like as if I was her baby.
Wow.
And I'm just thinking that's the place I want to be like when I die, or that's my safe space that I turn to when I want to write.
Yeah.
So,
You know
yeah.
what? One of the things I do when I write is try to I try to find, like, I know what my end goal is, but I try to find something that doesn't necessarily match with it, and then draw a connection to allow me to push harder, pulling for what I want. You know what I mean? And so,
Yeah.
like, I might be thinking about, I'm going on a vacation that I can't wait for, but I'm trying to reach from it from a place that there's no way you could be thinking about vacation. So I have to focus more within the writing to get to that destination. So that's kind of how I get to things that, aren't so easy to write to.
You know what Teresa Davis
Can I
was
tell you
writing?
something, Fly? You heard me?
Yeah, go ahead, V. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Oh, so my mom treats me the same way you treat your daughter, but I'm literally, my name is Vivian, and her mom name is Vivian, so I'm literally Revive Vivian.
Wow,
Yo, I didn't know that.
That is so cool.
Yeah, that's why me and my mama act the way we do.
They act like sisters. Like, you would swear they were sisters. You would know that they mother and daughter.
It's funny that you say that, because my oldest, I'm having an epiphany in this moment, so you guys are going to make me write about this later, but my oldest, Quatavia, she's Quadacia, and when I tell you, she is so very much me. Now, because I was a teenage mom and my mom was a teenage mom, and there's all that generational stuff, I did not want to put on her any stresses or added anything. I was very conscious to keep that mother-daughter boundary with them as children. But she's 27 now. So her being 27 and me being 45 is like, when I say we have these wonderful conversations, she's such a beautiful extension of who I wanted to be, or who I would have loved to be, like the way she thinks and the way she talks. Like, she is so very much that thing, that, I don't know, she's my easy space. And I get to think and hear myself on another level out of who she is and who she's becoming. And we're still so very different because I'm frilly and a diva and all that. And she's very, I'm a goddess, but she's very natural and in touch with the ground and locked and not this I mean, she can get this when she wants to because she's still her mother's daughter. But watching her maneuver through space and time is like, ooh, I just adore her. And she is my space. When I want to ponder and think and visualize and go bigger, she's what I need to do that with. Like when the pandemic happened, I have 6 kids. When everybody came home, now we're smashed into my house like sardines because, they're adults. But I'm at home and all of the kids are home and my granddaughter's home. I feel so very myself. And yeah, it's a lot of us in here and it's sometimes it's pandemonium, but but it's such a beautiful, like if heaven is a place, then I'm there. I'm there. I'm there with them in my messy kitchen. I'm there with them, with the animals and and see, they're quiet. So I can't even say the noise because, sometimes it's like, is that many people in the house? Yeah, we
Not
have
enough
9
bathroom.
I mean, we have 3 bathrooms. We move like music. It's very
very cool.
classical. It's a beautiful dance in our home. If you gotta come in my room, then come in my room. That again, when we got into this home, the girls were grown and off and living their own lives. And that was so weird because and I wasn't an empty nester, but I had to feel and get used to that space in life. Like I don't get to touch their skin when I feel like touching their skin when I've been your mother all of my adult life. I've only known how to be mother. Yeah. So you get off, one of my daughters was in Europe and Spain, another one is somewhere painting murals on things, and they're off into the world, and I needed them home just because I'm more of me when they're here. And when the pandemic happened and everybody, okay, we need to be together because if I gotta get out of this country, we all gotta get out of this country. If something has to happen, I need to operate with my unit. And for however the universe blessed me for everyone to get in, everyone came back home and I'm in the zone. But that connection with Quadacia is something different. And she's very neat. And I never thought about that until you ladies, said that. I never ever even considered, what you being Vivian and your mother Vivian and I'm Quatavia and she's Quadacia, like how we birth ourselves in our kids. Now I wouldn't call her my mama because
No. I am my mother's mother. So I'm my grandma. And my grandmama and your mama, they look different. So if you would have had like my grandma, it would have been all right. If you would have rebirthed her, I'm not, because I know your story. I'm not saying you name your child after your mother because that wouldn't never happen ever.
No, I'm saying I named her after me. Like she's an extension of me. Like that thing that she is.
My mom named me after my grandmother.
Oh, I thought you were saying that your mother, she named you after herself. But even still, I'm like,
yeah.
And I think my daughter, if I pulled her in here, she would say sometimes she's in that space because she got to be here without all of the stuff that I had to deal with. Mm-hmm. So watching her is like, okay, this is what I could have done. Because, I had all that other things to go through, and she, she don't know anything about the life that I had to live. I mean, she knows it from the stories, but we got out of New York as soon as I could.
Though. Yeah. I would have thought that was the Gemini in you, because that is like, oh my gosh.
No, it's different. So I'm being honest. Enso and Jim are like twins. Like she's your reincarnate.
Right.
And see, that's funny that you said Gemini, because I'm not talking about Anaja. I'm talking about my oldest. So it's funny because Anaja is also me, but Anaja is me as an adult. Like she, Anaja
right. And Cordelia is you as what you could have been. Yes, right. What you could have been if you had a different upbringing.
All of them. It's so interesting to see, with the kids, the 6 of them, all of these little extensions of who I am. And you know, the baby, she's the boss. So it's just whatever my moon child, whatever she wants. Like she's
You get
just,
it.
I'm here and I'm a goddess, and you said that. So me being a goddess, I declare whatever, and that's just what it is. I mean,
That's
she's
how
like,
John's
Mom,
baby
she wanted a pink dog, and she's like, Mom, I'd like a pink poodle, and I'm saying poodles don't come pink. She's like, yes, they do. Look, so she's online showing us pink puppies, and now we have a pink puppy. So you know,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, can you please get mommy a bigger house?
Right.
Right. Will that one in?
Right.
I think the first time I saw your baby girl come and do poetry at the event, and so sent me someplace, and I think from a distance being able to see that, right, had really done something.
She's a beast. Oh my goodness.
And then when y'all did the poem together, that really, really threw me off. I was like, wow, I was actually stuck in that moment for a long time because
let me tell you, I wish I could write like her. I wish I could write like her. Yeah, I wish that I can write like her because, again, the kids have been exposed to things like the Genesis is a reader, so she's very into fantasy. She's very into novels, and then we're also, you know, goddesses, so she's very into the space and celestial. You know, she's very into dragons and biology. She went to school to be a veterinarian, so she's very technical and medical. So like her mind has so many different theories and words, and you know, then she's imaginative. This was a kid who, if I wanted to punish her, which she really never didn't need to be punished, I would have to take her books away. Like, no, you cannot read books all day.
Wow.
And that was like, oh, please don't take Harry Potter away, or don't, you know, don't do it. I'm sorry. Like, so, to be able to have that much information and then to be as gifted and skilled, like, yeah, she's dope. I wish I could write like her.
Listen, I get you all the way. Before y'all answer that question, Mike, I want to say this from a man's perspective first.
Yes, a good woman can tell
broken man. A broken man has to first realize his broken.
Facts.
He has to first acknowledge that he is broken before any healing can begin. I believe that a strong woman could fix anything. That's just my belief. And if she's willing to fix anything, she's very well capable of. I say that because you have to look at how black women got black men through slavery. If it wasn't for the black women, slavery would have lasted 3 days. And that's what I'm saying. So I believe that a man has to first acknowledge that he's broken, because then he can accept the fact that he needs some fixing. And I don't know that she will fix it, but I believe women have a way of telling you how you can face those things that need to be fixed, because she can't fix certain shit for me. Certain things I can only fix myself, but she can guide me there, because she can show me some things that I might not have seen. So
it's kind of like
give you the space.
It's like the women can create a cocoon or a chrysalis for each other, for men and women. You know, we create the environment for success, for love, for healing. But the thing is, we don't fix anybody. It's not our job to fix you. And it is not our job to heal you, because we don't have control over your emotions, your mind, your body. That is all you. And so yes, it starts with owning your hurt, because there's not a single person who's not broken. There's not a single person who hasn't undergone some sort of physical and emotional trauma and pain in their life. So you've got to.
I don't think that I'm broken though. I would say I'm bruised.
Yeah, okay, but yes, there's still pain, there's still hurt and trauma underneath it. So the thing is though, is it's not anyone else's job or responsibility to fix another human. We can do our best to support the process, to create a loving space, to help you get the right tools and the right learning and knowledge, and be on the journey with you and hold your hand and walk with you through the process. But it is up to you to fix yourself. The person you see today, because most people don't know my story. Most people don't know what has happened in my life and what I've had to walk through to get where I'm at. Most people see as a smiling, happy, outgoing, poet, person, woman, and they don't understand that this that you see today is the process of 15 to 20 years of work. No joke, okay? Like serious self-improvement, professional help, mental help, physical help, every day battling to get better. So you have to do it for yourself. You can't do it for anyone else, but surround yourself with the right people who will help support that process, Mike. And just do it for you, and don't expect anybody to change you, and don't expect that you're going to change anyone, because you can't. Don Miguel Ruiz wrote an incredible book. Well, of course, he has the 4 agreements, right? I did a poetry workshop on the 4 agreements. Everyone should read that book, period. But he also wrote a book called The Mastery of Love. And in this book, he writes the greatest story, I think, that I've heard about love. One of them is the man who didn't believe in love. Basically, this was like the town kook who always said love doesn't exist and all this stuff, and he'd always spout it every day, and everyone thought he was crazy till he met a woman who thought the same way that he thought, right? Love doesn't exist, it's a bunch of crap. And so the two of them became friends, and they started going everywhere together, talking about it. They just became really, really close friends. And one day he's sitting on the park bench, and he realizes maybe this is what love is. And he's so excited in that moment and joyful that a star falls from the heaven and merges with his soul. And he has the star in his hand, and he's so overwhelmed with love that he goes to this woman and he says, I love you. And he hands the star to the woman. And she's so overwhelmed and taken aback that she drops the star, and it fractures and breaks and splits into a million different pieces, right? And the whole moral of that story is, don't put your happiness and love in someone else's hands. They're not responsible for it, right? There's so many things in that book that are incredible. But the healing has to start on the inside. It has to be physical, mental, social, emotional, and spiritual. You can't just heal the body. You have to heal the mind. You can't just heal the mind and the body. You got to heal the mental, is social, and spiritual aspects of your journey. You just stop bleeding onto others, right? My goal was to just stop bleeding onto others, stop creating pain. And if I could do that, I could at least start to work on myself. So those are some.
What I'm going to say is, I'm not even going to limit it to gender, right? I'm not going to limit it to gender. If you are a human being and you are in a relationship and you have parts of you that need to be worked on, whatever it is, the only thing your spouse can do for you really is give you a safe space to work on whatever you need to work on and be non-judgmental. That's not me actively fixing you. That is me actively granting you the needed space and emotional support to heal whatever needs to be healed. And we as humans, we put too much pressure on other people to do work that we need to do ourselves. I can't make you happy. I can't fix your brokenness. I can't repair any mental issues going on in your mind. I'm not a therapist, not a psychologist, even though I have counseling certifications and stuff like that. At the end, it's not my responsibility. You actually have to do the work to see the results. I can work all day for you. I can eat for you all day, but what I eat won't make you shit. So eventually,
and learn what your triggers are. And if you're with someone that you can't discuss your mental health with, you're not with the right person, number one. Because if you don't feel safe talking to them about your mental health, if you can't talk about sex with the person you're with, let's start there, right? I mean, that in and of itself is a huge discussion. If you can't talk about sex and you can't talk about mental health with someone, you're not with the right person. So be with someone who you feel safe enough to talk about your mental health with. Learn what your triggers are and talk to your partner about those triggers. Because if you have something that's going to trigger and they don't understand that, and you don't understand that, or you didn't disclose that, and then now there's a fight, or now there's tension, or now there's insecurities, and they breed like gremlins, right? It doesn't help the relationship. But if you talk about your triggers with each other, you can help support the effort to, you know, turning the needle, so to speak, towards healing.
And that's a part of, also a part of self-love. I noticed that recently because like for me, I'm a mom, so it's always me taking care of something and somebody else, and there's a lot of something and somebody else. And as I become more aware of who I am and accept that, you know, I can have triggers too. That's also a part of self-love, to be able to say, listen, this does not help me at all. Like, this is a trigger for me, and I don't want to shut down. I'm in a process of now of thinking new thoughts every day. So every day I want to think something new, because we can live 20, 30 years thinking the same thoughts over and over and over again. Yes. So me thinking new thoughts is to let people know before I'm upset, before I shut down, before it's anything, because those things are unhealthy for me. Me internalizing everything is not healthy for me, because then when I get fed up, then I'm blowing up. So it's for me to love me enough to say, hey, I'm going to stop this right here, right now. This is a trigger. I'm not comfortable with that. And even with the whole sexual thing, that's also a thing. Like, you know what? I like this. I don't like that. I'm comfortable with this. I also want to be dealt with and approached a certain way. I don't owe you myself. Quatavia belongs to Quatavia. So it's not mandatory that I do or perform any particular way. And if I am to do or perform any particular way, then these are the things that I require. And it's okay that if that's not for you, then you're not for me, and that's fine. You know. Yeah. So I love
that you just said that. That was brilliant. Yeah. If it's not for you, it's not for me. So
real quick,
if it's not for you, you're not for me.
I have a question. Around triggers. Go ahead, Kendra.
Go ahead. Oh, no, I was just going to say one quick thing. Just, you know, we have to love others as we love ourselves. And it's kind of going back to what Quantavia was saying about loving yourself first. And with that, you know, we often go into relationships to fix other people, and you're looking at other people to fix. But, you know, if you can't go into a relationship having been friends with someone first, if you go into a relationship and you're just looking for a relationship, then you're always going to try to put up a front to make that other person like you or to be okay with you.
Right.
And it's like, no, I'm not looking for a relationship like that initially. You know, we need to be friends first. I need to see how you are. I need to see how you move outside of you trying to
how
tell
you behave when you're angry.
Yeah. Right. I need to see all of that outside of you. Like, we don't, because I'm gonna tell you up front, don't come at me that way. Like, we cool, we can hang out, we can do, you know, whatever. But I need to see how you love you.
Michael want a barbecue.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, like I need to you have to see how somebody loves themselves before you allow them to, so you can see if you want them to be to love you. That's how I look. So yeah, it's not my job to heal you. It's our job to be able to, you know, come together, and for me to decide whether or not I can accept you where you are, and then we can, you know, build and work together. So
I think a lot of people always forget the number one thing, that you have to kind of fall in love with yourself first. And if you don't love you, man, trying to love somebody else, you're going to continuously struggle, because you still have to learn what love really is. And if you don't know your own love language, you can't even begin to understand somebody else's. And I think that's a major part of relationships, why relationships fail. You ever meet somebody that's like, damn, I could have been in love and happily married with this person, but circumstances have me in another situation. That's because there's an energy that really makes the most sense and make you question whatever situation you're in.
That's why I like being poly, because, you know, the relationship that you're in, so it's kind of, to me, it's and this is a totally different episode that we would have to talk about, because we would need an entire hour just to talk about this. But I think it's impossible to put the expectation. Western philosophy has really put the expectation on marriage that has way too many rules and parameters, and it's impossible to think that one human being is going to fulfill you in all the areas that you need fulfilling in for the entire duration of your life. I mean, life expectancy expectancy for men is 85 and for women it's 86, right? How are you going to fulfill that entire time with the rules and parameters that Western philosophies about love and relationships have put onto the establishment of marriages? They're not trying to diss marriage or your religious or views or anything like that, because I grew up in the church. I'm an incredibly spiritual person, not to diss anyone who thinks differently at all. And it's not a judgment on anyone's choices. I think your choices are valid and they're your own. But for me, for my personal decision for my life, I cannot be fulfilled with just men, and I cannot be fulfilled with just one person. I am not a very good monogamous person for the entire duration of my life. I am moving and shaking all the time, and like I move much faster than most people can keep up, and I grow at a rate that is always learning new things. So I need to find people in those new spaces who can travel with me throughout the course of that journey. And it's just interesting. I find my relationships with women have always been better in a way. And they've lasted my whole life.
Wow.
And it's just different. So yeah, it's something to think about if you're in a relationship where you feel like you're not getting what you need to have that talk and start educating yourself. Like Polysecure by Jessica Fern is a great book to start reading. Also, The Ethical Slut is a great book, taking back words like slut and owning them again, and taking the shame and the derogatoriness out of those words that have always been used to hurt.
You see, I think love is a choice, but as a poly woman myself, I also feel like, we can choose it. Love is work too. You can choose to say, okay, this is what I want to do, and these are the choices and sacrifices that I'm gonna make. But then it's like, why do that? Like, if you don't like to do a thing that I like to do, or your love languages are different than my love languages, we shouldn't have to be punished because I do like to snuggle when you may not like to snuggle. I am touchy-feely when you may not want to be touchy-feely, and it doesn't have to be, oh, I don't love you because there's this thing that I require for my own self. I don't want to force you into this thing because you don't require that for your own self. And I still love you. We're still gonna, do what we planned on doing. But this person also, I also love this person, and that just meshes better over here. Doesn't take anything away from how I feel. Being a mother of so many different people taught me that I have the ability to literally love and be in love with multiples. It doesn't mean that I want to be sexual with multiples all at one time.
It doesn't mean like people are just raging at sex orgies. Right? We're not in sex orgies. That's not what it's about.
Right. I'm not pop locking and dropping it for the masses. I don't want sexual bonds with women, but I can love more than one person. I can be in love with more than one person. I'm universe. So universe don't have one star in it, one planet, one nebula, one solar system. There's all of these beautiful things happening inside the universe, and it's like it can be a beautiful thing, but marriage is contractual. It wasn't even made for us to be one person. It was a business.
We should totally have a show about this, Coach.
Oh, I'm down.
We should have a poly talk.
Oh, but before we go, I found an old erotic poem. So before we leave, I want to read that one. Even though I'm trying to read it now, because look at this piece of paper. Look how old this is.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Do it. I'm here for it. Do it. But we should talk about that. Have a good conversation about it. We should set up a time to do that, because that's going to take about 2.5 hours just to get started.
We got to have Kimberly Shaw. We need to bring Kimberly Shaw on here as well. If y'all don't know who she is,
and I think
she's a poet in South Carolina, and she's poly like me. She's one of the poets I'm publishing.
Awesome. We should do more than one. I think it should be a series, because there's a lot of talks, there's a lot of questions, a lot of conversation about it. So I'm definitely with it. And we can go into the history of it and tell people that you have been programmed to think that that's not a real thing and that that's illegal. You know what I mean? So yes, we need to definitely do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm totally with. So reach out, and then what I'll do. Let's just set up 2 dates, and I'll make sure I can match one of them. Okay. If you set up 2 dates and send me, I'll make one of those dates work for me. Because obviously it'll be after National Poetry Month, makes it easy. So that's even better. But I'm definitely here for it. Here for it all.
Yeah, that's interesting. There's a Black couple in Asheville actually that have like they're online. I have to see if I can find the page again, but yeah, like that's what they do. Like that's what they do. You know, they teach that, I guess. And they're like, I was like, really? Like you're in North Carolina, like here?
It's a lot more people than you think. It's at least 20% of Americans is what the guesstimation is. So if you think like 1 in 4 to 1 in 5 people, it's probably more than that. But they either don't know that they're poly, like they haven't put a title on it, or they're just consensually non-monogamous.
And these relationships that you just accept a thing, but instead of being conscious and instead of you saying, okay, we're going to be ethical about it, they're, my husband got another family over there, I'm just not going to say nothing long as she don't show up at my house, or this is happening over here and I'm not going to say anything as long as it's these kind of things, where if we sit down and as adults, as families, and have a conversation, it takes the drama and the shame and the hurt and all of that away. And yeah, it may be different because we have been grown up in the church. We have been taught, oh, yeah, man gotta do blah, blah, blah. If he's doing X, Y, Z, he don't love you and he don't love your kids and all that crap. We have to unlearn and relearn that the natural way of things sometimes doesn't have to look like somebody else's natural way of things. I mean, I don't think it's even human nature. The original people were polyamorous people. We weren't like penguins. You didn't find the one person and just did that for your whole life. But if that's what you want to do, that's a choice that you can make, and it's fine. It's okay to do that. We teach ourselves, if I love you, then I can't love you. You can't. That's not love at all. Love is all encompassing. It grows and it stretches. And if I'm saying, if I only can love this one person, how does that even work when you have 18 friends? And I love all of my friends. People know, y'all walk in my house, you're welcome to my food in the refrigerator, go get you a blanket, a washcloth, whatever. If I love you, and you're a part of my essence and who I am. And that's whether it's a sexual relationship or not a sexual relationship. I got kids that, if I can only love one thing or one person, how do I teach this one that she's loved as much as the first one or the third one? Like, love is a big open space that protects and encompasses everything. And it's okay for me to teach them that you don't have to punish yourself because this person chose me or I chose this person. No, the universe sends us all kinds of gifts.
Yeah. I love it. Listen, I was not expecting this, but I love this. Go ahead, Kendra. I'm sorry.
No, I just said let's have the conversation. I was agreeing.
There's nothing like a polyamorous relationship to put a mirror up to you and really reflect your insecurities back at you. You get an opportunity to learn about yourself and to really work on yourself. And, it's an incredible thing to see. It's difficult, it's hard, it's painful, because you have to work through your insecurities. You've got to learn how to communicate and trust. And that is sometimes so hard, but that's why poly relationships have the highest levels of communication and trust, because it's almost even exponentially more sacred. The disclosures, the boundaries, the amount of love in those relationships. And the fact that it's consensual, that everybody knows, and it's not a dirty thing you hide, on the weekend or whatever. It's a liberation. It's a liberation of your sexual wellness, I think.
And there's some work in it because of things like jealousy, and still jealousy and insecurity is going to be two of the biggest things.
Right, but like she was saying,
yes. Well, but
that's your own thing.
Those are issues
because you're afraid that you're going to lose something. Like a lot of us are coming from a place where we're taught if this person loves that person, then you're not good enough. And oh my God, I don't want to not be good enough. If you love this person, then I'm rejected. Oh my God, I don't want to be rejected. And when you learn that, it doesn't mean that you're not good enough. It doesn't mean that, you know, I don't love you or find you beautiful or think you're sexy or smart or intelligent. I still think all of those things about you, and there's enough of me to say I think that about another person, and I'm still going to do what we're going to do. I'm still going to love you, but I love them and I love who they love. You know, it's okay for us to do that, and I don't want to take anything away from this other family or this other unit. Like, I have children, but I have more than one father. So it's like, I can't tell my little one that she's not loved because I'm not with this father, or I am with this father. So now I can't tell the big ones feel like, oh, they don't love me no more. No, I love all y'all niggas. Come on. Let's make this. We one big old happy family, and I'm gonna need you to get the light bill, go get that grass cut. Let's go make this happen. Like, come on, let's get this popping. And you know, everybody wins. Nobody loses anything. But we live in a society that teaches you loss. If you love this one, then you cannot do for that one. If you love this set of kids, you cannot love that set of kids. And we have to combat that, because, you know, love grows. And make space and room.
Casey has an interesting question. Casey says, what about the people, men in parentheses, who are just greedy, the people who use it as an excuse to cheat? So here's the thing. Here's my stance on it.
Wait, Prada, hold on. Kendra had something to the last comment. So let's get Kendra, and then we answer that question. Go ahead, Kendra.
Well, I actually had a question, because I agree with what's being said, but I think that too, I think women are more, and I could be wrong, so I'm asking for your opinions on this. I think women are probably more, well, some, I'm not gonna say all. To me, men have this thing with women that they're with, like they just want them to be theirs. You know what I'm saying? Like men have an issue with, quote unquote, share. I don't know if I want to call it sharing, or however you want to put it. But a lot of times men have issues with that. Like, have y'all ran into that?
American men. That's us here.
It's a generational trauma, insecurity.
And that's here.
It's
because
steeped in trauma.
That if your woman is going somewhere, then it's less than. But men, because this is a conscious awakening, a lot of us in America, because you have whole societies and cultures that's not put out there, where African women have multiple husbands, and they all agree, they all love. It don't matter who the children are. The children are all our children. We just take care of what's here because it's best for our land and our, what's around us, our village and all of that. It's teaching. Like, my husband, he'll say he's not a polyamorous man, but we've dealt with infidelities before. So you are a polyamorous man. It's just that you haven't been taught that way of living, but you'll cheat and you'll form other relationships and you'll form other connections because you're a human being. And we vibe, we have chemistry with other people and all of that. If we learn how to do it ethically, then it takes the drama out of it. It takes the drama. Like, you don't have to cheat, because there may be a level of education, there may be information that this other person just has that I don't have, and it's okay. I'm not less than because she went to Howard University and I went to Yale, and we have different experiences that you can grow from. Like, it's okay if it's done in a way where we understand and we can talk to each other, and it doesn't take away from me being your wife, because we're committed for life. So okay, we have a commitment for life, but it doesn't mean we have to be punished or suffer, or I don't want to beat you up. I'm not going to the job to fight her. Because if we do it in an ethical way, then there's a level of respect, and we're still protecting and we're building. We're not tearing each other down in a way, but that has to be taught against what we've already learned, because the church told us that, no, you're for me and me for you. And that's not even biblical. That's not even in the Bible, because the Bible, they got polyamorous relationships. So it's this American man-made thing that says, you're not good if you don't suffer and be stuck in this relationship ever. Like, we need to learn a new thing and operate in a new way. I'm sorry, I heard somebody talking. I wanted to stop.
I think it was Prada.
Yeah, you're totally right.
I see Casey asked a question about what about
my internet keeps going in and out.
And I have a, I mean,
and for people who just want to cheat, then I think that's a thing where you have a relationship that's, first of all, that person shouldn't be in a relationship yet. If they're cheating, because cheating is about lying and deception, and it's about a lot of dark things and hurting and lack of compassion and care for your own self and your people. Because cheating, when you get busted, that's drama for you. So why not just say and be, look, darling, I love you. You're great. You're perfect. You're wonderful. But I also like and love this person who is also wonderful and great and perfect. Like, I think I'm a goddess, but I also think Revivian is a goddess. I think you're a goddess. I think you're a goddess. Is like, just because you're a goddess doesn't mean that I'm not one. And we have to learn how to do that and teach each other that if I see a king in you, it's okay that I see a king in him, because the lands are vast. There's a lot of space for greatness all over the place. People who are cheating are hurting. They're hurting their own selves, and they're going through something that they need. It's not about being greedy. We like other people. We got taste buds. We want to taste all the flavors. You want to taste sweet, sour, spicy, and all of that. We got 2 nostrils. We're smelling things. We got 2 eyes, 2 ears, fingers and digits and all of that stuff. We're not supposed to be this monochromatic thing. We're alive and living and vibrating. I don't know. I just think we're supposed to be able to connect as human beings. And however that works, let's be honest and real about it.
Yeah.
Right. And a lot of times too, when you look at like the source or the reason for which people don't want to get to, you know what I'm saying? Because when you cheat, it's just automatically, oh, look what you did to me, it's all that, which I get, right? I mean, I completely get it. Been on both sides of it. But you have to, it's also something that's missing for that person, and they have to understand.
That's a misnomer. That's not necessarily true. Like it doesn't necessarily mean there's something missing from the relationship when someone goes outside.
No, not with the relationship. I mean, it's something missing it's something that they're seeking. They're looking for something. I mean, okay, I won't say everybody. Okay, I'm not going to make a blanket about everybody. But a lot of times when you go back and you look at it, they're out, and it could just be that they just want to do, go and do whatever they want to do. A lot of times they shouldn't be in a relationship, as you were saying. They shouldn't be, because they're just in the relationship because that's what they feel like they are supposed to do. But yeah, you have to be able to have those conversations as adults. And whoever, if that happens to you and it's with you and your mate, then you and your mate need to sit down and have that conversation about, and hopefully be able to be honest. But that's the part that it's hard to be honest about, because you don't want to hurt. You don't want to hurt, and you don't want to hurt the other person. So that's when you end up having the deception that comes in.
And see, Casey has said she doesn't share well with others. You don't have to share well with others to be in a polyamorous relationship, because it's not like we all like she has said earlier, everybody's not all in the bed at one time. You have separate connections. It's okay. It's just there's no deceit about what's happening. There's no misunderstandings about what's happening, but there's also no lack. Nobody is not getting what they need. Nobody is missing out on anything. If I love a person, they're going to feel what love feels like, and it's okay. It's not going to take away from my husband. He's going to feel what love feels like. I'm still going to perform and operate as his wife to the fullest. And because I'm able to get love from other places, I have more to give him, because I'm being fed from all areas. There's light being poured into me from all areas. And doesn't mean sex being poured into me from all areas. And I think that's the thing. We have to understand that this is not she said, you'd rather cheat until you caught, and then somebody's crying and somebody's wife is saying, you're destroying my family. Whereas it's like, no, sis, I'm not trying to destroy your family. I was talking to him about getting you a maid for Mother's Day. Like, it becomes this other thing where, selfish is not, Tiffany is saying, some people are just selfish. Like, selfish is that's a low vibrating sensation. It's not you're not being your higher self when you're being selfish because you're taking away from your own self. You're not even allowing yourself to optimize all of the blessings that you can have. Like, give it all. I want it all. You know.
I will
You
tell
speak
you
French,
though,
you
the
speak Spanish. Teach me how to speak French and Spanish.
Casey, you're a mess.
I say no.
I think that if we're going to just be honest about it, we have been conditioned to thinking that that's not a good thing. Because no one comes from, I don't care how far you travel, you trace your heritage back, wherever you come from, wherever your ancestors come from. Once they did not belong to this United States, they didn't think as such. And I think we miss that because we don't have those conversations. Our parents ain't talk about it. They definitely didn't teach us that in school. And we miss
But everybody's funeral, the uncles had 2 wives. Granddaddy, his other set of kids done showed up.
Yep.
Everybody's, you know, oh no, my mama got 4 baby daddies. Like, we do it anyway. We live in a society where you do it. Your man then cheated, but you forgave him. We all operating in this polyamorous spirit without it being ethical. Just let's talk about it. Let's get grown. And let's say, look, I'm connected to this person, and I'm going to be connected to this person because the universe put us in each other's path.
Yeah.
However, they're going to love you. Your baby's going to be taken care of. And I'm not trying to take nothing in. I'm not trying to come in and be you and replace you. Like, we've been doing that for years. You go to the funeral. Who's this other set of kids? Why they look like grandpa? Why all of them got blonde hair like grandpa? Like we've all experienced that.
And now these kids have been separated from their family. They've been separated from their family for so long because we refuse to acknowledge what's the reality of the situation. Yep. And I'm not saying that cheating,
family for 85 years. Like, y'all
I'm not saying that cheating is acceptable. It should be something that if once that happens, right? Once somebody takes that step, there should be a conversation, not a finger pointing session.
I think it should be a conversation first. And once we start having these dialogues amongst each other, you know, socially, then we have those conversations first. Like, people come in and think, like, I'm connected to this person before you knew them. I'm always going to be connected to them. But know that. It doesn't mean that I'm mad at your connection, because if that's what God has given them, then by all means have it. But I'm here. You know, my essence lingers. It's just what it is. And it's okay. Love and be good and enjoy, but to be clear, to me it's cheating.
Casey's like, I'm not hearing none of this.
Casey is not with the mayhem.
And I get it, but again, that's part of what we've been conditioned to. That's the same reason why our community can't move forward, because we've been so conditioned and locked into so many different things that is outside of our natural being. And I this is a conversation I have regularly, and people don't get it. You can go, if you first take away your religion, and I'm not telling you forget who you believe in who you want. One of the things that I love about Hindus, you can be Hindu and practice Judaism, Christianity, and Islam all at the same time. This is why they have wonderful relationships. They marry the family. Yes, they're married to the whole family. Now, granted, they do allow the mother-in-law a little too much power. I get that, but they have wonderful relationships. When their relationship is in shaky grounds, the community comes together. Let us fix this. This is why their children have arranged marriages, and when the arranged marriages have issues, we don't have to threaten the son or threaten the daughter. We can go to the family. Let us make community work. This is why America is in such turmoil, because we don't share conversations that are relevant to real community stuff. And it goes way further than what we're just talking about now. But this is part of our problem. We don't want to talk about it because, whatever religious group we belong to. Well, I'm not going to say whatever religious group, because all religious groups don't practice that. Right. Certain religious groups say that this is not right, but don't tell you why it's not right. And then they want to tell you that someone said it, it's not right, but cannot prove that that person actually said it, which I'm going into a whole nother bag, but that's just what it is. So that is what it is.
And Mariana is saying how the hiding, like if you scroll down, you can see she would say she have a family member that's had a whole nother life and a whole nother family for 30 years. And yeah, it's a stress, it's aging. Imagine if they all could community work together. Imagine the community economics, if we could all pool resources and how we can live, especially as a people. Like if we all can get together and make this pop, like how different life can get and how fast those changes can happen. Me and your baby mama is not fighting. Like my oldest, when you guys know I was a teenage mom, so we're 17, 18 when we had kids, and of course I went on with my life, he went on with his life, and I got married. We've been married for 25 years. But when she got to be 16 and she was graduating high school, she said, Mom, I want to be with all of my brothers and sisters. So I had to go to her biological father, who I've not been with, because I'm married now for 25 years or so. But I had to go find him and then find all of the children and all of the baby mamas. And I did, because I'm going to do anything for my children that they need that's going to help their insides. And I went, I found all of the children's mothers, and she's the oldest. I'm like, look, this is who I am. Some of them knew. No, all of them knew about her. So I didn't have anybody who didn't recognize who I was. But for all of the mothers to say, sure, she can come, because some of them had not seen their father either. And coming to me was the first time a lot of those children even got to meet him and meet the rest of their brothers and sisters. But I applaud the mothers for saying, now, that wasn't a polyamorous relationship in the sense that me and him hadn't been together since teenagers, but it was community thinking, because we had to say, well, what's going to be best for our children? And some of the mamas was mad. Tell him this, that, and other thing. And I'm like, no, girlfriend. That's a mistake you made as a grown-up. I made that mistake, and not a mistake. I made that choice and that decision when I was a 17-year-old. Don't be mad at me when you're 30 and you making that same choice. That's on you. All I want is the babies. Here's my address. Here's my home. You and your children are welcome in my home. And for us, it was such a beautiful event. It was a beautiful event where I got to love on these children and their mothers and him, and my daughter got to be her whole self, because we crave where we come from. So she got to be with her siblings, and they sang, and it was musical. And, we're all artists. It was a beautiful event. I would rather that than to me be fighting with Yakisha because I'm the first baby mama and all of that nonsense and mess. No. Right now we're a family, whether we like each other, like it or not. And the only reason why we don't like it, if we don't, is because it probably was some deception. It probably was your feelings got hurt because he cheated, versus look, me having an understanding and making a choice. Because maybe if this mama knew he had 18 other kids, she could make a different choice for her life. Well, I don't want to be with a man who got 18 kids. I just want to be, that ain't a choice that I want to make. But she don't know, because he hiding and sneaking. No, let's lay it on the table and let me choose. Hi, beautiful.
Oh,
hello. Look at the teens.
So cute.
I have a friend, right? A Muslim brother who he was driving taxi cabs at one point in time. And I met him because I used to play in the older basketball leagues, and he always had a team. And we were talking one day. He said to me, he asked me how my family was and stuff like that. And I told him I had children. He says, every Sunday I have dinner with my ex-wife, her husband, and her children. And she said her husband was not willing to do that at first. And I said, so I tell you what, brother, we'll come to your house. And I thought that was so much magic in that, because he said, once you have children, right? Whoever you are extended to becomes family. That you are whatever kind of love you're sharing, you become family. And I think the problem is we don't want to accept that. We want to make it, oh no, this is what it is because of adult shit. And adult shit has to go out the window. Most adult shit is childish shit. Let's just keep it 100. Because at the end of the day, it has happened. So my children's mothers may not speak, they might not know each other. But if my children are young enough and they need to be connected, you have an obligation to your child to make sure that works. Your child is supposed to be with their family. You can't say, I don't want you going because I don't like that B, and that B says something. No. That's between you and her. Those children have nothing to do with that. And I think adults are so childish that they allow that to be the issue. And then children grow up and they don't meet each other until their brothers know each other until they're 17. That is ridiculous, and that should be an embarrassment. You should be embarrassed to make that happen. That should not happen in life. Should not. I don't give a damn what happened. If nobody killed anybody, put that shit.
If you're not a child molester, then we straight.
Right. You need to figure it out. Yeah. Right, Nina? Say yes.
Yes.
John, when are you going to have all male panel to talk about real men stuff? Whenever y'all ready, bro. Whenever y'all ready. I'm here for it. I didn't plan this today. It just happens. But you let the universe do what it's going to do. The universe is going to answer. And however you see that, whether you're saying the Almighty God, the Creator, whoever you want it to be, whatever energy is there is going to make it happen. I don't plan these days anymore. I stopped with having specific guests for specific things because it got redundant and we end up missing what we really came to talk about. And so I bring us on and we talk about it and it goes where it goes. Right, Mama? Say yes.
She's funny.
Yeah.
She wants me. So it's two things she wants. She wants to watch Moana, or she wants me to turn the music up really loud. That's her time of day now, right? That's what she wants. So yeah.
Yeah, she's looking like, when are y'all going away?
So, but I do need to end now. So, but we're gonna come back and revisit this conversation. I think it should be a series. We can do like a relationship, and not necessarily male and female or intimate relationships. It should be like family relationship stuff, friendships, all those things. We should have those conversations, and maybe we could do it like on a first Saturday or something like that, right? First Saturday? Yeah. She want to go.
Yeah, she said she don't want to end.
She said she had enough.
She's like, see, I think she's ready to be.
She
right,
ready for something. Check it out.
You done got on her nerves.
I know. She's like, it's time to go. It's too much light over here.
Right.
But I definitely want to do that. So I'm gonna close this out now, and we'll return. We'll figure out when we can do that, and that could even be a pop up every now and then thing too. But it's something that I think people will really enjoy it, and more importantly, learn from it.
Yeah.
We have to teach our community. The reason we don't have community is because we don't have community.
Right.
That's the bottom line. We don't even work toward it, but it starts in your home, and that energy always transfers outside. So like I say, today is the best day to be the best you. I challenge you to be the best you can be. More importantly, today, I want you to learn to love yourself more, love yourself differently, love yourself better. Fall in love with the person in the mirror, because that changes the energy around you. And negativity cannot stay where positivity is, although you need negative and positive to make it all work. So enjoy your day, enjoy your moment, enjoy your love, and I will see y'all same time, same channel Monday, because it's Friday. I'll see y'all Monday. So peace and love.